Hello, and welcome to Live with Libby today. Good morning, Kay Jacob. How are you? Thank you for joining me today, Kay. Good morning, Mel. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Kathy, thank you for joining me. Now, don't forget to like my page, and if you like my page, I'm sorry, Kay. Yes, you are now Miss Silver, and we're using silver today in your honour. I hope that's okay. Like my page and share this video and type shared in the comments, and you could win a prize. You never know. Right, I haven't got a lot to talk to you about today, but just to remind you that today is my last Live with Libby for 3 weeks. I'll be back the last week in November. Anyway, it's the last Tuesday in November, and here we go. It's just a bit slow like me today. All right, so it'll be the 27th. I'll be back on the 27th at midday. There'll be reminders that come up on my page, and keep an eye on my page to see what's going on. I'm going to share some of our trip. We're going away to New Zealand. We've got someone looking after the house, and the dog's going on a holiday too. So yes, it's all good. The 27th at 12 I'll be back, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of our holiday adventures over the weeks as well. Plus I've still got specials and things coming up on my page, my Facebook business page, my blog, and in my newsletter. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please do so. You get free tutorials and all sorts of things in there. Tips, tool tips, question and answers to different things. So anyway, the announcement I've got for you is that on the 1st, which is Thursday, the Snowflake Showcase is available. Now, it's available while stocks last or until the 30th of November, whichever comes first. Now, I know we don't have snow in Australia, but, you know, if we've got a 38-degree day on Christmas Day, we like to think cool thoughts. Plus, you can use the snowflakes for other things. And I have shared with you in the past some of the cards that I've made, but I'll share again today. And we're going to make a card using it. Plus, every day this week, I've got a different card on my blog. It's also great for scrapbook pages. You know, you might have those winter ones that you occasionally do. So think outside the square and think about what you could use it for. There's also one of the stamp sets, Happiness Surrounds, which isn't a snowflake one, and it would be great for here in Australia. Plus there's dies, trinkets. Good morning, Rails. How are you today? Dies, trinkets, velvet paper. The velvet paper is to die for, can I tell you? So yeah, that's what goes live on Thursday. And I've got a class that you can sign up for by buying the products, or the class will be $20 for a bundle of tutorials. And I've got other classes as well that are done by tutorial bundle. Plus on the 1st of December, there's the new Simply Stamps tutorial bundle, which will start for December. It's got 6 3D projects and 6 card projects, all to do with Christmas. And you can only get that by buying through me. So if you purchase something through my online store, I'll send you that bundle of 12 tutorials for free. I've also got one on the Santa's Workshop. Thanks, Rails, for sharing. And Winterwoods, Dashing Deer. So there's a few classes by tutorial bundle there. All right, so that's enough of me talking. I think we'll get creating. I hope I've got everything I need today. Good morning, Leslie. How are you? And how is it in sunny Queensland today? This is the bundle. Here are the SnowFall Thinlit dies. And here is the Snow is Glistening and the Happiness Surrounds stamp set. Now the dies are fantastic. Just look at these. These ones go with the Happiness Surround stamp set. These ones can go, and they can go with anything really. These go with the Happiness Surrounds as well. All right, so we're going to be using those today. And Snow is Glistening and Happiness Surround stamp sets. So if you buy the stamp set and the dies, either stamp set, I will send you the tutorial bundle for the Snowflake Showcase. If you buy both stamp sets and the dies, I'll send you not only the tutorial bundle but the free packet of trinkets that go with the bundle that I have. Oh, I had somewhere here, but anyway. Alright, so now some of the cards I've made previously, and I think I've shared these before with you. So these are the snowflake cards, a couple of others that I've done. I don't know how that one got in there. Alright, and here's another one. So that one was on my blog yesterday. So this is using the Snow is Glistening stamp set. This one here. See how we're going. And then, and we made this one last week. I was in a blog hop yesterday of over 30 people using the Snowflake Showcase products. These are the ones I've made with the Happiness Surrounds and the dies. This one, I love this one. It's sort of copper and Cajun greys, and yeah, they're not my colours, but I love how it turned out. So Happiness Surrounds. This one's on my blog today. These are so easy to make. So we'll have a bit of a play today. All right. And then, of course, there's the velvet paper. I haven't done anything with these two yet, but I will. So this was braid using Blushing Bride, Berry Burst, and Merry Merlot. This one was sprayed. I cut this, can't get that off. There's a hair on it. All right, I cut the snowflake trail out and some snowflakes and just lay them on there, the velvet paper, and then sprayed. And that's Melon Mambo. Wasn't very happy with how that turned out, but anyway, that's another way, another thing you can experiment with. So thanks, Wendy, for sharing, and thanks for joining me today. All right, so we're going to get right into it now. You know, as usual, it's in my head. I've got friends who don't like me having a card in my head because they want to see it first. But anyway, so I've got some rubbing alcohol in my Stampin' Spritzer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of balmy blue in there. I don't want it too dark. Just going to put 2 or 3 drops. There we go. There's 3 drops in there. Now I'm using rubbing alcohol because it dries more quickly than anything else. And we could put some shimmer paint in there too, eh? What do you think? Alright, don't forget to share the video and write shared in the comments to go in the draw to win a prize. What am I looking for? Shimmer Paint. Of course I am. Sorry about that. Alright, Shimmer Paint. Here we go. Shimmer Paint. We'll use the Frost White. So give it a good shake. Listen for the ball to rattle around. And then we're going to put a couple of drops in here. So you don't need a lot. 2 or 3 drops. Maybe 4. Alright, put the lid back on. And then I'm just going to use the sponge dauber, says Frost White, to clean up those edges and just wipe it back into the bottle. I just find that's easy. Alright, now before we go too much further, so you'll find your shimmer paint. I've got shimmer paint, sponge and sponge daubers for all 4 shimmer paints in a wood mount case. How good's that? All fits just nicely. Okay, now I need some white velvet paper. I've used up nearly all my white velvet paper. Don't know why. I love it. It's gorgeous. So here's a sheet that I haven't prepared earlier. Alright, so I'll put that to one side, and I'm going to cut this at 10 centimetres. If you cut it at 10 or 4 inches, you're going to get out 3 strips. And then out of those 3 strips, you'll get 2 card fronts. So I find that's the best way to cut it. And yeah, so that you've got, you know, enough, you'll have enough there to make 6 cards. So I'm going to cut that at 14.4 or 5 1/4 inches. So it's 14.4 by 10 centimetres or 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. Just trying to get my head around that. All right, now I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did for this card, but I'm using balmy blue this time. All right, so I'm going to give that a good shake. Now you'll be able to see, can you see the frost white there? It hasn't mixed in, so keep shaking until it mixes in properly. And good morning, Leonie. How are you? I've sent Bob off to get a pegless washing line for our trip. Okay, so I'm just going to spray. So this is the white velvet paper, and I'm just going to spray from a bit of a distance. All right, that'll be enough. Okay, and I'm just going to put that to one side and bring in, I've got some shimmery white paper here that I'm just going to let that white velvet paper dry. Sorry if you just got some shimmery white card in your face. All right, now I'm making a special card today, so I'm going to do some shimmery white. And now don't forget to like my page and share the video. Type shared in the comments. All the products I'm using today can be bought in my online store, and the white velvet paper will become available on Thursday if you would like that. Now I'm going to use the congratulations sentiment out of this stamp set. So I'll line this up on my grid paper and get a block. We'll do. Alright, some Versamark. There is going to be a bit of noise during this video because we're going to do some embossing. Oh, what happened when I had the brusho out? I think it's time I bought another Versamark ink pad. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that down there. Alright, get some silver emboss powder out. Broke the lid to one of these the other day. Very careless with me. I'll put them in these smaller containers just really for room. But the lids go on really tight. And me and my no muscles broke one. So get some silver emboss powder out and tip it over the grating, off the excess. I do like it in containers like this because it does make it easier for cleanup and tipping it on your card. But when I travel with it. Yep, on just in the little jars. I've always got a little jar on hand. Just need a little brush, if I can find one. Had to move things around in my carousel, so here we go. See how I've got a blob under that. Congratulations. Have a brush on hand. Fix it. Alright, there are no mistakes. There are only creations. Good morning, Christine. How are you? Chrissy, sorry. Chrissy. Oh. Alright, a bit of noise. Move this out of the way. Okay, and the trimmer. I'm just going to trim that down. Okay, trim that and trim that. Alright, and then we've got our sentiment done. And I'm just going to banner cut. And just banner cut the end. Now, don't forget, if you would like to join my team, I would love to have you as a team member. I know Kay, who's watching, is part of my team. And yeah, we have a team page. And guess what? You can get everything always at a 20% discount. So who doesn't like a discount? Everybody likes a discount. So think about joining and buying the kit. Right, so that's 7 centimeters. I'm going to make this 7.5, and it is, guessing here, about 1.5 centimeters. So I'll make that 2 centimeters. So we'll cut at 2, cut at 7. I'm doing all this first so that 7.5, wasn't it? So that the front has time to dry. Alright, 7.5. Might be a bit wide for what I want, never mind. So what I'm going to do is adhere that to the silver foil. Don't you hate it when you get that little bit on the end of your glue? That stops the glue from coming out. And I do like my liquid glue. It doesn't want to play ball today. There we go. Had a blockage in the top. Okay. I'm glad you're well, Chrissy Ann. Right. So I'm just going to put that on there and let that dry, because when you adhere it to silver foil, it's a bit slippery. Alright, now we need silver snowflake. I've got to open a new packet. Why is that always the way? Okay, now we're cooking with gas. New packet, look, new packet, silver foil, love it. Yes, I think about joining my team because you get 20% off all the time. And everybody likes a bargain. Alright, so I'm going to cut this in half, because that'll go through a big shot. Oh, that one's marked. I'll go through this way. Okay. I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm going to see if we can emboss with the dies. See how that goes. Alright, so in with the big shot. And I'll cut some snowflakes here. So how are we all? Type in the comments if you've got any techniques or anything like that you would like me. Thanks for sharing, Chrissy Ann. Any techniques or anything like that that you'd like me to show on my next live with Libby. I'm just going to put a few little snowflakies on here and cut them all at once. I did one on heat embossing window sheet that Rails asked a little while back. So I'm only too happy to show you a technique if you're not sure. Look at all these snowflakes. Alright, I'm just thinking I may as well cut them out as I go. Then we can decide which ones we want to use. That might do. Alright, clear plate on. Roll that on through. Alright, now I'm going to leave my big shot there and take away the platform and the plate. Whoops. Got those stuck there, didn't I? Alright, let them go there. I hope they all cut out properly. Look at these, aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful snowflakes. Alright, so that's that one. And I'm going to swap platforms. And we're going to try some embossing. Now, these are the embossing mats that you can buy through Stampin Up. So the blue one won't give you a very deep emboss, but the grey one will. So we're going to use the grey one today, and a clear plate, and then that one. And I want, just get rid of the foil out of this. So I'm going to put that one down there. And I might put this one. Now in the middle of this one, look, you've got a star. So keep it, don't get rid of it. That's if it wants to pop out nicely. Alright, take that one off there. Don't like using the die brush on the foil. There we go. Just get rid of these bits of foil, so I don't want them to interfere with the embossing. Alright, so I've done that wrong, haven't I? Maybe that, if I move these down, I'm just trying to place these before I do some embossing. Okay, and then I'll put this on top, this on top, and then I'm going to turn this over. Hope that I've done it correctly. Something tells me I haven't, but anyway, let's see how we go. And that is a firm fit. Right, so this is what, yep, one on the floor. I'll just move this out of the way. So alright, big shot out of the way. Alright, so this is what we've got with our die. Dirty there. Need to get a bit of a brush and give that a clean on the white velvet paper. Seems to have picked up bits off them off the big shot plate. Alright, so that's our card front. So I'm going to pop that on there like that using liquid glue, and with your liquid glue a little bit goes a long way, so make sure you spread it out and you don't get any blobs like I've got. Going from not working to working too well. Good morning, Wojie. How are you? You kept melting. Oh, you kept melting the window sheet rails. It's got to be on your lowest heat and let your heat gun warm up. All right? And you need to have it a fair distance away. It'll take a while, but you need to have it a fair distance away. All right, I'm just going to put a block on that. While I fix this. All right, so it's dried now, and I can come in and trim it. So maybe I could do it again, Rails, when I come back. Would you like to see it again? All right, so I'm just going to trim that down about there and there. So you can shop online for all these come the 1st of November in my online store. And the other products I've used today, didn't do that very well, are available in my online store. So, in with some dimensionals. And yeah, if you like a discount and you like paper crafting, think about joining my team and getting the kit. $169 gets you $235 worth of product. So that's a pretty good deal. So message me and I can help you with that. So, alright, so I've put a double Stampin' Dimensional there so that when I put the greeting on, it'll sort of give it a bit of a bow. Alright, that should be dry by now. Put that back in there. Now, what happened to my big snowflake? I've got the little one here. Oh, the big one must still be in the... Alright, let's see what the big one looks like. And if it's going to pop out. Sometimes have trouble getting this big one out. Getting it to play nicely with friends. Alright. Bear with me for a second, please. While bang. Come back in with the magnetic platform. My head's all over the place today. So much to do. Hello Angie, thanks for joining me and thanks for sharing. Alright, it should have cut this time, shouldn't it? Got so much stuff on the floor. When you're crafting, if you've got nowhere else to put things, put it on the floor, is what I say. Okay, and here we go. Let's see if we can pop some of these bits out easily. So, anyone doing some crafting today? If so, let me know in the comments what you're doing. Has anyone bought the Snowflake showcase because you're a demonstrator and you could get pre-order? And if you haven't, why not? Oh, it's just, you can use it for so many things, not just Christmas. And I know it's only for a month, but you know what? It's pretty. And I'm a sucker for snowflakes. I've only ever had one snowy winter and I wasn't that impressed. It was more like sludge than snow. I was in London many years ago. And maybe one day I'll get to go back. Okay, so, hello Marie, how are you? Easel calendars and post-it notes for a market rails. That sounds interesting. Morning Michelle, how are you? You're crafting now, good for you. On the weekend I'll be in the North Island of New Zealand. I'm actually meeting up with another Stampin' Up demonstrator friend in the South Island while I'm there. I think on the second last day I'm there, and she's offered to show us around Christchurch, so that'll be lots of fun. Alright, so I'm thinking putting that there and the greeting down here. Oh, you know what it needs? A metallic thread. Give me 2 ticks while I grab some. Alright, here's the metallic thread. So, the backing off the sentiment. Now, an edited version of this video will go up on my blog on Sunday. If you want to rewatch it with some of the chat and what have you taken out. So just wind that around my fingers. No idea how much I got, just an amount. Alright, then I'm going to pop it down there. And glue dots are good for metallic thread too. That's another good use for adhesive. See, I've got a stray here. So, what are you thinking so far? Do you like what we've done? Alright, I'm just going to pop that maybe here now. Do you think? Yep, there. I'm going to pop a dimensional on the back of this snowflake, like that. Good morning, Anita. Heading to New Zealand in March. I'm hoping to go back for on stage next year. Now don't forget to like my page and you'll get notifications of when I go live, and share it. Right, that way, do you think? Alright, does it need some more snowflakes? Alright, we might put that one on too. Two little bits that didn't cut properly in here. I found if I turn the foil and the velvet paper and the glimmer paper over on my trimmer, I get longer life out of my trimmer blades. I've also got old trimmer blades that I write glimmer paper on, and then I use those for glimmer paper because it does tend to blunt your blades. And keeping the track clean of your trimmer will also help you keep your blades sharp for longer. And anyone else got any tips for increasing the longevity of your blades apart from not using them? It's another way of doing it, isn't it? But I seriously love our trimmer. I think it's great. Alright, so that's that one done. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Sometimes you don't see them until you turn the snowflakes over. And then some little bits want to stick no matter what you do. Alright, so a bit of glue on this one. And I'm just going to put it on these bits. You could use fine tip glue, but this will work just as well. Alright, do love my Tombow. Just put a block on it to help that adhere. And I thought I had some more little ones already punched out. Got plenty of snowflake dies. Here we go. Might want a smaller one than that though. Smaller one, do you think? I've got that one, but I'm thinking smaller might be better. Did that one cut? No. So I should have another one somewhere that cut out, and I can't for the life of me see it. Anyone else see it? Should be little like that. Alright, where's that die? I don't even know where the die is. A bit messy here today. Alright, get rid of that. Put that away. I just need to do a bit of a tidy so I can find what I'm doing here. And hopefully find that snowflake. But do you know what? I didn't, did I? Thought I put it over here. No, it's gone. Gone. Alright, let's see if we can get this one out. One more to balance it off. That one would have been ideal. Okay. Now I'm going to have to look for the other one, aren't I? Because I'll have lost the die. Alright. Just poke a couple of bits out of here. tweezers. I'm only using tweezers because my fingers don't work very well anymore. They have issues with behaving. After I put everything away. There we go. Right, that should be dry. Maybe pop this one down here. What do you think? So, we've used the white velvet paper, and we've sprayed it with a mixture of rubbing alcohol, frost white shimmer paint and balmy blue, and we've used the SnowFall Thinlit dies, and we've used the sentiment from Happiness Surrounds, liquid glue, silver metallic thread, Versamark, silver emboss powder, silver foil, and it's all very silvery. Oh, this isn't very straight. Why didn't you tell me that? This isn't straight. Alright, can I lift it and move it down? That's better. To make our card. Alright, so thanks, Rails. Yeah, use an old toothbrush. Okay, washing it in warm water, yeah, and using an old toothbrush to clean the paper bits out of the track. Good idea. You can use, you know, a folded up bit of card. So if you had a bit of card like that, where's my trimmer? And you open, I always keep mine locked. Have your bit of card that's a bit of scrap like that, and just, maybe this one's too thick, so we'll just use it and run it down the track like that. Is another way to clean it out. I only cleaned mine yesterday and full of crap again today. Alright, and then I usually give mine a whack. I won't do that today, but I usually give it a bit of a whack on the table. I also clean mine with double D eucalyptus oil, and I clean in the track here too, because you often get liquid glue, don't know why, caught in it. So keep it nice and clean. Just check the blades too of your trimmer. Sometimes little bits of card can get caught on the blade, and that'll give you a fuzzy cut. And look, I'll just show you in the now the track's going to fall out, but anyway, in the back here you've got your storage, and normally I've got more in here, but look, I store old blades in here for glitter, and I just change them over when I'm cutting glitter. It's not a biggie, but it does help your blade last longer, and it gives you a second use of your blade when you know you think you've finished with it. So I think, you know, we're getting the most out of our trimmers if we give them a bit of a second life by using, you know, spent blades for glimmer paper and cutting the glimmer paper so the glimmer's on the bed of your trimmer and the card side is face up. Also helps prolong the life of your blades. And then make sure you clean your track out when you've used glimmer paper because you will get glitter in there. Anyway, that's it from me today, and I will be back on, is it the 27th? You take the strip out and bash the daylights out of it. I do too, but I didn't want to do that this morning, Wergie. I thought it might scare the living daylights out of people. All right, this one's on my blog today and how to make it. If you check out my blog every day, I have how to make every card with the measurements and everything. All right, so they're the cards I've made, plus a couple more. And they're all on my blog this week, and this one's going to somebody special. All right, so that's it from me, and I will see you again on, when did we decide? The 27th of November at 12. I could bash it on the table now, Wergie, and give you all a heart attack, but I don't want to be held responsible for that. All right, so thanks so much for joining me. Thanks, Wergie. I will have a lovely holiday, and you check your mailbox this week because there might be something in it. If you'd like a rack from me, a random act of kindness, I've got, so many cards here, you wouldn't believe it. I make about 5 to 7 cards a week, so I've got a lot. But if you would like a random act of kindness from me, all you have to do is message me on my business page with your name and address. Doesn't matter whether you're in Australia or overseas. I am happy to send you a card. So message me on my business page. The only thing I ask that you do is let me know when you receive it. I sent out all these cards. Yesterday I sent out about 25 cards, and maybe 1 or 2 people let me know they've received them. And that's, you know, I wonder whether Australia Post has gone astray or what the story is. So if I send you a card, please let me know you got it. Rails, I'm off to New Zealand for 3 weeks. And then we're home for a day, which is haircut day. And then on the Friday, Bob will stay here, but I'm going down to my daughter's to do Christmas shopping. We do this once a year. It nearly kills me, but anyway. So we go down and we do Christmas shopping for a day. And then the following day, it's my grandson and granddaughter's birthday parties. We're going to the Australian Brewery at Rouse Hill, because Jacob's turning 1 and Paige is turning 4. So, and Hunter's doing kindergarten orientation because he's off to school next year. Can't believe how quickly that time has gone. So I won't well and truly be back until the 26th. So I'll probably spend that whole day washing and cleaning and getting back to normal. So heaven knows what we'll do on that Tuesday. Show up and find out, or leave me some suggestions in today's comments, and I'll have a look at them. Yeah, Hunter's off to big school. Can you believe it, Werge? He's 5.5 almost, and he's off to big school. And I think I might have shared before, Amy asked Hunter and Scarlett what they'd like to be when they grow up. Hunter wants to be a fast and furious driver, as all little boys do. And Scarlett wants to be Batman, but wear a tutu. Figure that one out. So Scarlett's almost 4, should be 4 at the end of December. So, yep, time sure flies, and Hunter's not a little boy anymore. He looks like a real boy, a real little man. So that's so cute. Yeah. Scarlett's the tomboy and doesn't like wearing dresses or skirts or anything. Everything's got to be pants. Whereas her cousin Paige, she's the real pink little girl and loves wearing dresses and bows and things like that. So there's only 6 weeks between them, but they're chalk and cheese, can I tell you? You're Batman. Yeah. So they grow up so quickly, and then after Christmas, Scarlett, Amy and I are off to the ballet again. So this will be Scarlett's second ballet. She loves ballet and jazz and tap. And we took her to the ballet last year and she absolutely adored it. So we're off there again after Christmas in early January, I think. Anyway, all right, that's me done for today. Too much chat, maybe. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again on the 27th. And don't forget to check out my business page, because I'll be sharing some of our adventures while we're away. And the lady next door is looking after the house for us, and it's all good. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by. Bye for now. You have a 1-year-old on Saturday and one is 3 on Monday. Both your grandsons. That's lovely, Michelle, and thanks for joining us today. Okay, bye everyone.